Hello YouTubers and fellow hams. Well, I had the opportunity yesterday to ride along with the local club members on their monthly fox hunt. What is fox hunting? Well, it's not going out and trying to shoot cute little dogs. It's hunting for hidden transmitters. It's a practice for direction finding. It's a fun little friendly contest that many clubs will have, and there's actually, I think, real competitions that are held in various places worldwide. It's a neat, fun way to hone your radio skills. So, as I said, I had the opportunity to ride along with the local club. They do a monthly fox hunt, and they do two transmitters. They'll have a high-power transmitter that people will initially hone in on, because the hidden transmitter can be anywhere within the county, so it could be many miles away. And then once you get to that location, they'll have a microfox, which is a milliwatt transmitter that beacons every couple of minutes, that they will stealthily and sometimes deviously hide somewhere on the site. And then people will get out their handheld direction finding rigs and find the microfox. And then the first team that finds the fox gets awarded points. And at the end of the year, they'll have a tally and a winning team for the year. Another tradition is that the person who finds the fox, or team that finds the fox, gets to hide it next month. So you get to do both sides of it. Now, yesterday I rode along with the hunters, and next month I'll be going along with the hiders. So we'll have another video so you can see both sides of the event. So let's get right into it. I shot this video with a GoPro. First time I've used the GoPro, and I had one or two technical issues. And it's a little bit shaky. I'll try to stabilize it. And there's a little bit of wind noise. But like I say, I've got to learn more about how to use the GoPro. But I think it's okay for a first effort. So let's go check out a fox hunt. That's a nice PVC quad. And he's got an Armstrong rotator inside the car. Armstrong rotator.
Armstrong rotator.
Radio, and oh, you got your attenuator. Oh, I like the indicator there on the.
Yeah, we used a piece of this was Tupperware, or Rubbermaid, wasn't it? Yeah, Rubbermaid. You took the cover, screwed it on there. We've got a wooden base and a dowel for a bearing.
Hey, that works.
Made a custom pointer, and the coax goes through the middle.
Right up the PVC. Nice design.
Working on a new attenuator design today. I took this out of a sweep generator, a WaveTech sweep generator. So up to 50 dB of additional attenuation, and this is just a potentiometer we put in here. The receiver is a broken Kenwood. The transmitter died, so I kept it in service for the receiver.
Perfect.
And everything plugs in here.
And Linda's your navigator over there. You get
no, she's going to be driving. I'll be navigating.
You'll be navigating and scanning and plotting
and everything. I've got maps and an HTX 202 with an offset attenuator. We have to come in close. We pop the elements out, and away we go. This thing at the bottom just pops off, and it's only on there
for standing it up when you set it down in the car.
Standing it up in the car so it doesn't flop all over the place.
Yep.
But I usually pop it off when I'm going through the woods.
Good old HTX 202 brick. I've still got one of those out on my workbench. It's my radio there.
Yeah.
So they never die.
Yeah, they never die. I had some other ones on here. You don't want to use a Baofeng or a Pofeng because they're too wide open.
Yeah, lousy front end.
They're terrible for fox hunting, but they're fine for everything else. And this was built from a design found on Homing In, one of the websites. It's an old 9-volt battery.
Oh, it's an active attenuator.
Yeah, it's an offset. What it is you're using a diode as a mixer, and you got a 9-volt battery in there with a 5-volt regulator, and it's just a little cube oscillator, a little computer type 4-pin oscillator that you use to mix the signal. This varies the level of the mixing. So as you reduce the level of the mixing, then you've got like 120 dB of attenuation. It works pretty good.
Cool.
So you can walk right up to something and get a good angle right on it.
The micro fox when you get close.
This is basically my handheld one that I can run through the woods with without bending anything.
Right.
So what we do is we've got where he'll be in the truck at a higher elevation, and I'll walk away from it and get something, and we'll try to pair it together. So if we're off by 90 degrees, we'll wait or we'll move to a different location. But if we're in agreement, we'll go that way.
Cool.
Then I've put together a 5K pot variable resistor for my attenuator.
Oh, okay.
And then the radio itself
So you can dial it down as you're getting closer.
And then this has got a 15 dB I can automatically tune in and dial it down completely.
I think I'm riding with the winners.
It depends on the day.
And then of course they've got a beam. Gotta swing around so I can get the sun behind me. They got a beam that is on a telescoping mast. And I assume you can rotate that from inside the vehicle and get a bearing.
No, we do not.
You don't? You keep it pointed straight forward?
Using a Elenco transceiver just as to receive only, because of the nice. I really like how the signal strength graph is. Makes it easier for me to tell.
Plenty of elements on the graph.
Plenty of elements so that I can gauge if I'm actually pointing at the strongest signal being received. And then if I want to, I can actually knock back the signal being received with the attenuator, and that gives me up to 70 dB of attenuation, which works very well until we get really close.
Sure.
Once we get really close, then by then we're already got a pretty good idea of where the target is. We're already using the handheld equipment.
Gotcha. Nice. Fantastic.
With the extra GPS, what happens is after the hunt, he'll send me the saved GPS file, because it records the entire track for the entire hunt, and then we'll actually overlay it on this same map with our bearings and how we drove around, and it gives us a better idea of, one, how well we did, and two, what we can do better next time.
Oh, that's thinking ahead. So that's the other GPS over there.
Yep.
Very cool. That center console is amazing.
And then I've got an HT down here on 7.6 as a backup.
7.6 is the repeater you're using for the intercom for the hunt.
Correct.
The Motorola is on the primary frequency, 14643. The ICOM is currently at 43929, which is the third harmonic. That lets us know when we're getting close.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, because you'll pick that up only when you're really close to it.
Exactly. That way we know we're getting close to the target area. Closer. Depending on how much power they're using.
Yes.
How much power do they usually run at the Fox?
That depends on the person. The Micro Fox, and I can show you an example of the Micro Fox here in just a minute. The Micro Fox is only about 15 milliwatts.
Right.
But the initial transmission, the high power transmission, is usually anywhere from 25 to 50 watts.
Okay.
To give everybody a fair chance from the start.
Sure.
The idea is so that everybody at the start can hear it, so that everybody can get started in the right direction. Does it always happen that way?
No.
No. Sometimes they hide or re-hide entirely too well, and even with 50 watts, you still can't be heard at the start. In which case, then we try and figure things out.
Now, I heard that one year they hid the Fox at the main library behind a picture frame or something. How much power?
A TV.
Behind a TV. How much power were they running on that one?
I think they were running, I think he used a 25-watt transceiver in his truck in the parking lot, which got us close.
Oh, and it was the Micro Fox that was
Micro Fox was behind the TV in a conference room.
Yep.
Brilliant.
On the second floor.
So you had all these guys with antennas walking around inside the library.
Thankfully, he had already pre-approved it with security, so they weren't going, what are you guys doing?
Yep.
Yeah, really. Homeland Security shows up. And we're off.
318. Yeah. Are they clear up in the Cherubusco?
It's possible.
So.
Ooh, Don, I don't know how well that's gonna hold up. Ooh.
So I'd probably go out Lima. Oh, he's got it bracketed.
So what's the interval on the transmissions?
Every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes for 1 minute. Now the Micro Fox is programmed for every 2.5 minutes.
For 1 minute.
For one.
What we've also done too is when we do a hide, we'll use the Micro Fox as the timekeeper. So we'll start that up first, wait for it to end, then we'll talk for a minute, and then we'll wait 2 transmissions, and then we'll talk. So it's a great use of the Micro Fox, not just for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't know nothing. It's kind of terrible talking out here, not knowing if anybody's listening or not.
Overshot.
Looks like spring's on the way, huh? Next week is going to be pretty crummy. Look at how much time I have left. That's 13 seconds, 12, 11, 10.
If we're close, we should start hitting the flank roll.
Good, yeah.
Hey, right there.
There's like nothing. Oh my gosh.
Get me in there.
There's a church right goes across.
Crossroad.
You know, I think I remember seeing something on your website about.
It's at 39, right?
Wasn't it like a 600 watts or something
Okay.
on it? A pretty good sized vertical.
Carroll Road.
Yeah, it's a.
Isn't it like a? Is that a school or something up
Yeah,
there?
there is a school.
Yeah,
there.
yes, Carroll High School. And then there's the church.
Need to get
I go back out to Johnston, yeah. See, if you're coming this way, you couldn't see him. A little foretell on that one. So I'll turn this off.
What school is this?
Carroll School.
Carroll High School.
Yeah.
Oh, they're onto it now.
Everybody's looking low.
Not that!
You know, there was an auditory clue on one of those transmissions.
Al!
You ready?
Go ahead.
Yep. The person that's first to find is one that hides the fox next month, so tag, you're in.
That means I have to hide the fox.
Yes.
Guess what, guys? You know what the video is going to be next month? We're hiding the fox. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're not already a subscriber, click to subscribe. Join us on the Facebook channel for discussion about the videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please click to support me on my Patreon page.